We are broadcasting live from the Woodlands, Texas to the world. You're listening to the only multimedia FM station in Houston, Texas. Your Fusion Radio. Top 40s, dance, Latin, country, pop, rock and roll. All in one station. Mixing genres and generations. You're listening to KNLY, New Waverly, Texas. 91.1 FM, The Boss.
The program presented are submitted by members of our community and are a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM. The views expressed do not necessarily reflect those of KNLY 91.1 FM and its affiliates.
We're here in the Woodlands, Texas, and it's actually raining. It's bringing in that cold weather this morning, so I'm so ecstatic about that. The true fall's coming. Our true fall's finally entered. God, we're already in October and it hadn't arrived really yet, but weather's coming now. Anyway, I'm excited because today is Hot Topic Friday, and as you've been watching, if you should be, we've been featuring this month, October, all about breast cancer awareness. And so this morning in the studio, I am so excited because I've got both Dr. Diane Hook, who, correct me if I'm wrong, you are a breast surgical oncologist.
That is correct.
For Texas Breast Specialists of the Woodlands.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, welcome this morning. And did you just not walk out of surgery to get
I
here?
literally came from the hospital. I've been operating since 7 o'clock this morning.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Oh my God! Wow! Live. This is live. This is how it is. Amazing.
I'm a lot of breath.
And it went well. And not only did we have her in the studio, we have the wonderful Linda Nelson as well. And you are the Director of Business Development and Marketing for Memorial Hermann, the Woodlands Medical Center.
Yes, I am.
Did I nail it, lady?
You did nail it.
Oh my
yes.
God, I got my A for the day.
Yes.
Yay, yay, yay. Okay, so welcome this morning. And
Thank
obviously this is a topic that's not just October, right?
No.
This is a topic that goes on. You know, it's funny, I was pulling up some facts this morning, and I don't know, these are, not the doctor didn't say this. I want to make sure we're clear. Linda
okay.
didn't say this. This is something Cache pulled up, and I just thought it was really interesting, and I wanted to open it up with that.
Okay.
That 1 in 8 women in the U.S. will be diagnosed in their lifetime.
That is correct.
And every 2 minutes, a woman is diagnosed.
Correct.
The risk factors is really simple. It's being a female and aging.
Mm-hmm.
And 95% of those cases are 40 and over.
Correct.
Regular screening will reduce that by 47%.
Yep.
And each year, 220,000 women are diagnosed, and 40,000 will die. And each year, about 2,600 men will be diagnosed, and 500 will die.
Well done. People forget that males get breast cancer too.
Yeah, and so I mean, but you know, listen to that, right?
It's
I mean,
huge.
the risk factors is just being a woman and aging. Well,
Correct.
that's everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So, doctor, I mean, this is serious.
It is serious. I mean, I've been at Memorial Hermann, the Woodlands campus with Texas Oncology and Texas Breast Specialists now for about 14 months, and you know, I've gotten pretty busy pretty quickly, and I'm seeing about 5 to 6 new cancers a week. So it's pretty prevalent, and I get asked a lot. So you know, are more people getting breast cancer? Why is that? I think the main thing to remember is we're doing a better job of detecting it now, and we talk about it more. There's a lot more awareness, and there's also, I think Houston does a really good job with programs like the Rose and you know, the Harris County Health System, where people have access to care who normally wouldn't.
Right.
So women are actually getting screened and getting access to care that they didn't have before.
Is that the biggest difference? And Linda, I mean, obviously you probably do your yearly, right? I mean, how important, and what do you hear about screenings? I mean, you know, you think about this. I mean, what was it like for you your first time, and what do you hear in the community as women? I mean, let's just be clear, Linda is not just Linda. Linda is a real big staple here in the Woodlands community. I'm going to say it because, hey, everybody knows I'm just going to say it.
So
I just say the truth. Go ahead.
So to answer your question, yes, I'm a firm believer. I get everything done when I'm supposed to get done because I'm in the healthcare world, and I see what happens when you don't keep up with things. And when you don't keep up with screenings of all types, then it just multiplies. It's like I can't get them all done, but
Right.
an annual mammogram is so important. And like Dr. Hook said, we are seeing more and more people diagnosed. 5 a week from her alone
Wow.
is an amazing statistic. And I can think she would probably agree with this. We're seeing them younger and younger at the same
So that 40-year-old
time.
thing is changing a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, 40
The
and
patient
over.
I
being-
operated on this morning was 29.
Okay, so 29
So what's
years
going on?
old.
Let's talk about this. What are the? I mean, one big question.
Mm-hmm.
What are the clear warning signs? I mean, obviously we know you do this, you do. What are some real serious warning signs, doctor? that
So
we should know?
obviously feeling a lump or a bump, and you'd be amazed at how many of my patients, missed a couple mammograms because life gets in the way sometimes.
Right.
And then they feel something, so lump or bump. And a lot of my patients ask me, well, what am I feeling for? Because I've got lumps and bumps everywhere. And a lot of women do have fibrocystic breast disease and a lumpy bumpy.
Okay.
What we're looking for are changes in the lumps and bumps. Like a
Okay.
bump that's getting bigger or something that hurts now and didn't before. The other important part of a self-breast exam is when, do it in the shower.
Okay.
Feel around with soapy fingers.
Okay.
When you get out of the shower,
Yeah.
look at yourself in the mirror with your hands above your head
Okay.
and your hands on your hips and your shoulders pressed down. A lot of women will find their breast cancer not because of a lump they feel.
Yeah.
It's because of a skin pucker. Or their nipples used to be an outie and now it's an innie. There's something, or it's turned a
So
different
get
direction.
comfortable knowing your
Know
breasts.
your breasts.
I mean, you should be knowing them and what they look like, and if they're changing. I mean, we should be
Correct.
watching that daily.
Change is what we're looking for. Other harbingers are, and this is for any kind of cancer, not just breast cancer, but unintended weight loss, like weight loss that's significant that you did not mean to lose.
Okay.
You should see your doctor about that, absolutely. And then after you've done the shower, feel, the look in the mirror, you should lay down in bed, and this is especially important for ladies who are large-chested.
Okay.
Lay down on your bed with your arm above you, because this is exactly how I examine my patients in my clinic, and feel around, because that actually helps you get
Sure.
posterior to the back where some things can hide, especially if you have very big breasts.
So you have to do that, and a lot of people probably aren't doing that.
No.
I mean, how often are we really doing that? And that's the, and then the other question I would ask is implants. How much does that play a factor in not being able to know if you're really seeing a lump, or if you think you're seeing a lump or not?
Yeah.
I mean, so we have to go and get mammograms.
Correct.
Is what you're really saying.
Yeah, and having implants doesn't increase your risk of breast cancer. It just makes you harder to mammogram. But, our folks over at Memorial Hermann in the Woodlands and the folks at St. Luke's and all the places where I get my imaging and operate, they have specific protocols for displacement views and things like that for ladies with implants. So it doesn't mean you're not mammogrammable. It just can be more difficult to see everything.
Right.
So.
And Linda, you can chime in on this. There is enough awareness, I think, do you think, in the community about outreaching to people and saying, get in there. I mean, we've got In the Pink coming up. I mean, obviously the luncheon this next Friday, and different types of awareness. Are there a lot of that out there, outreach, to say, hey, ladies, hey, come on in, come on in? I mean,
I think the awareness definitely is out there. It's people making the time to come in and get it done. And these days, it's really quite easy. The last time I had a mammogram done, I was able to get in within a few days. I got my warm robe, sat down, I made my little tea, and got the little cookies.
oh yeah,
and
it's a nice process.
and then
it's
they
like going to the
called-
spa. It's really like going to the spa.
But then
I'm
they
serious.
called me in and said, okay, I said, wait a minute, I just sat down. I'm not going.
Give me about 10
so I said
minutes.
to the lady next to me, I said, why don't you go instead of me? She goes, I just sat down too with my tea. I'm not going. So the
No,
tech
it's
said,
nice.
one of you two have to go in.
No, I
because
truly
we
agree.
just make it easy, relaxing. You get it done, and then you're out. And within 3 days, I got my results.
Yeah,
And the new billboard out on 45 says that you can schedule it online. I've actually had 2 of my patients this week tell me, oh yeah, I scheduled my mammogram online. It was super easy. It was
Yeah.
awesome.
No, and that's the thing. We women out there, men out there, you have to take the first step.
Yep.
You can have every program in line, you can have every doctor ready to go, but if you don't make your first step, then they can't. All this other stuff won't work. So it's up to them to take the first step. And the other part that I would ask is, how much does truly hereditary play in that 95% of being diagnosed versus just the other factors such as preventive lifestyle, things of that nature, eating? I mean,
Yeah.
is there one higher than the other, or?
That's a good question. So we know that only about 5 to 8% of breast cancer diagnosed is due to a genetic mutation, like the
see?
BRCA thing that everybody hears about.
Okay.
Only about 5 to 10% of breast cancer is due to that. The rest of it is just one little cell in the breast that copied itself wrong and became a cancer cell. So I do a lot of genetic testing, obviously, because if we want to screen you for that, if you're meet guidelines. But the majority of breast cancer is just something that happened. There are risk factors like, prolonged hormone replacement therapy, obesity. Let's see what else. If you have a strong family history. So a lot of what I do as well is what's called high-risk screening and high-risk assessment. So you have a family history that's pretty strong for breast or ovarian cancer, but you've been genetically tested and you're negative.
Right.
But you're still high risk for lots of reasons. Having babies late in life or not having babies at all increases your risk. Starting your periods early, going through menopause late.
There's just so many different.
There's a lot of things.
And then the other aspect, and we'll take a quick commercial and come back, but is the chemicals. Artificial sweeteners, artificial flavors. I mean, I don't want to get into the FDA and all that, but there are we're touching perfumes. It's so many ways, and the reality is you just have to go in and get those mammograms. You have to be on top of it because there's so many factors out there that can happen and cause it. We're going to take a quick commercial, and when we get back, I want to talk about once someone is being diagnosed, kind of what's that like, that next step.
Okay.
We'll be right back.
We are broadcasting live from the Woodlands, Texas to the world. You're listening to the only multimedia FM station in Houston, Texas. Your fusion radio. Top 40s, dance, Latin, country, pop, rock and roll. All in one station. Mixing genres and generations. You're listening to KNLY, New Waverly, Texas. 91.1 FM, The Boss.
For fresh flowers fast, call Barb's Iris Floral at 281-820-2294 with excellent customer service since 1983 for weddings, funeral services, sweet 15s, corporate events, and all occasions. For that special someone you love, barbsirisfloral.com and barbsirisfloralboutique.com. Come on in and pick out of our prestigious gallery at 727 Westmont Houston Road, Houston, Texas 77038. Text 832-466-8414. Barb's Iris Floral delivers fresh flowers fast.
This message was from a proud sponsor to KNLY 91.1 FM.
Discipline, respect, and confidence.
The Way Family Dojo.
It's located at 328-1A Tamina Road, Magnolia, Texas, 77354.
Our phone number is 346-345-7100.
4 weeks of Taekwondo classes, t-shirt, uniform, and a voucher for one free parents' night out.
The Way Family Dojo. 346-345-7100.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
H-Town is the most culturally diverse city in America. H-Town Award's sole mission is to celebrate the great diversity of our city. Our artists, citizens, and philanthropists and businesses are second to none. H-Town is the best city in the world, and our people are the best people on earth. Join us in celebrating all musical genres and the diversity of our beautiful city. H-Town Award Show, November 2019. We'll see you there.
For more information, follow us on social media at H-Town Awards or send us an email at info@htownawards.com.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
Do you feel that your energy costs are unnaturally high? Do you want to fortify your building and keep it strong and secure for years to come? Then NRG Spray Foam Installation is the answer you're looking for. Our unique foam installation is made to help our customers save in energy, prevent gas, air, and moisture infiltration, as well as helping with general stability in your building structure. Call us at 713-936-3021 or visit us online at nrgfoam.com for more information. NRG Spray Foam. Building green, living green.
This message was from a proud sponsor to KNLY 91.1 FM.
For any maintenance needs on your commercial or personal vehicle, EVG Loan Store Service specializes on European, Asian, and domestic vehicles. We can assist you with wheel alignments, tire balance, AC services, computer and electric diagnostic, and more. We're located at the corner of 1230 Aldine Mail Route and Reeston Road in Houston 77039. Our phone number is 936-344-1672, or you can find us on our webpage www.evglss.com. EVG Loan Star. If it's got wheels, we can fix it.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
Welcome back to Today with Cachet. It's Friday. We're here in the Woodlands. It's Hot Topic. It's all about breast cancer awareness, and I've got the amazing Dr. Diana Hook in the studio this morning and Linda Nelson. I'm rushing along because we're time is very short here. Anyway, before a commercial, Doctor, I was asking about when someone gets diagnosed. So, real quick, Ivan, can you pull up her slide? If someone wants to get in contact with you or come to, they're hearing this and they want to schedule an appointment, what should they do?
So that phone number down there under on the left, so Texas Breast Specialists, we're 281-296-0365. If you call there and ask to see me, you'll either speak to Celeste or Kendra, who's my nurse, and we can set up an appointment. And I obviously do a lot of breast cancer care, high-risk assessment, but I also take care of benign breast problems. So lumps, bumps that aren't cancer, nipple discharge, any axillary, so armpit messes, or just a skin rash that you on your breast that you really don't know what it is. I take care of, if it's a breast problem, I take care of it.
Awesome.
So cancer and benign stuff.
And amazing to talk to. This is the one you want to go to. Okay, so we were talking, y'all wanted to kind of talk in before commercial. Y'all were saying some different things y'all wanted to kind of touch.
Okay, so I would like to plug the new technology that I've been able to use since I started my job here in the Woodlands, because Memorial Hermann has it for me. The old-fashioned way that we used to do a lumpectomy was it required the morning of surgery you'd go in, you'd have a wire or with a needle placed under mammographic guidance to kind of mark in the breast what I needed to take out, because a lot of times breast cancers are small enough that I can't feel it and they don't look any different when you get cut into the breast tissue. So you'd come to the OR with a wire hanging out of your breast, and I'd use that to find it to take it out.
Wow.
That's the old school way, and obviously that can be rate limiting for scheduling because I have to be available, the OR has to be available, and the imagers have to be available to do all these things. So now we have what's called the Savvy Scout. The Savvy Scout is an infrared reflector chip.
Ooh.
It's placed exactly like a biopsy clip, and I have an infrared probe called the Savvy Detector in the OR, and it just uses and picks up where it is. And in real time, it's also telling me how far away I am from it. So I can take less tissue.
How deep you have to go.
Better margins.
Yeah.
It's been used on hundreds of,
wow.
but they're encroaching on 100,000 people. And the nice thing is it can be put in anytime. So I can put it in patients who are going to have chemotherapy first, and it'll still work 4 months later.
Wow.
I can use it to localize lymph nodes. It's a wonderful device, and it gives me a lot of liberty with where I put my incisions, because the age of cutting just over the mass or over whatever I'm taking out on breast tissue is over. All of my incisions are either down here in the inframammary fold, in the armpit, or around the nipple, so that when you heal up, it doesn't look like I was ever there.
Wow. That's amazing, because then laser sounds like that could, something else may get detected, because it senses, oh, wait, well, we're down here.
Well, and the nice thing is, too, you
yeah.
can use more than one. So if you have a big area that you need to take out, you can put one on one side and one on the other, and then you can just and know exactly how you go.
So that piece of equipment is around $85,000.
Okay.
And it became so popular, they needed another one very shortly after that. And in the Pink of Health, Memorial Hermann in the Pink of Health, that was one of the benefits that we bought that through the funds from that. So the community actually bought that for women in the community.
So to why it's so important to give and to support, because it's clearly helping make a change in a big way.
I use it every week.
And funds also bought 3 different 3D mammograms at around $450,000 a piece for Memorial Hermann the Woodlands as well. So again, it's women helping women. Without the funds coming through there, we're just very fortunate about that.
And 3D mammograms are really important. It's a better study. It's almost like doing a CT scan of the breast. Instead of just having a 2D image of a 3D object, you can scroll through. And a lot of times, it actually helps us biopsy less, because we can really see, is this 2 pieces of tissue layered on each other, or are these like this? So, and Texas actually passed a law in November of 2017 that made 3D mammograms the standard of care. So if you have commercial insurance, you should be getting a 3D mammogram, because your insurance should be covering it.
And that's different from the ultrasound one, is that correct?
Oh yeah, ultrasound uses ultrasound waves. So if you have a breast mass or something that's picked up on a mammogram that the imagers are concerned about, typically the next step is getting an ultrasound to see if they can see it on the ultrasound and then biopsy that way. If they can't see it on the ultrasound, then there's techniques to biopsy it with a mammogram.
So I want to also talk about that patient that is diagnosed with breast cancer. We have, Memorial Hermann has KNLY, which is a cancer survivor center for any type of patient, any type of cancer patient, and it doesn't matter where that patient was treated. It does not have to be a Memorial Hermann patient. And when I think about breast cancer, we have a new support group called The Nest, and that's for brand new diagnosed breast cancer patients, which is wonderful. Through funding from a Carlton Woods golf tournament, we can now fund a counselor 2 days a week.
Wow.
There for free. They can come and speak to a counselor. A lot of these newly diagnosed cancer patients need that. And then the third thing is we do have a salon there, and we and we do.
Well, then I'm going just for that,
But
Linda.
we partner with a salon in the Woodlands, and instead of somebody that knows they have chemo and they will be losing their hair,
Sure.
we will have a salon representative come to our place. It's a beautiful salon. They'll shave the hair.
Wow.
We'll do a wine and cheese party. They can have their playlist, and then they do a makeover right after that. So we know how hard it is to get that diagnosis, but when you walk into Canopy, you have a warm blanket around you. Nothing, there's no cost. We have no way to even collect money there. Everything's free. So all you have to do is call Canopy or walk in. A lot of times, actually, Texas Oncology, they will not hire a physician until the physician comes through Canopy to see it.
The Canopy is a huge reason why I took the job up here in the Woodlands, because there's nothing like it. There just aren't other places like this, and it's a massive resource for my patient. And one of the nice things that I've worked out with them recently is that if we have a new diagnosis who has the time to just go ahead and walk over there, we just call over and one of the volunteers comes over to my office and walks them
What
over
I'm
there.
hearing is it's such a well-sound engine. Y'all have put together, it is everyone working in together as a team.
It is.
I mean, and there is, people should be running in to get screenings because no, really, let's talk about that and then we'll go to commercial real quick. Listening to this, if you're not going in and doing it, shame on you. Because they have everything, people are raising money, there are programs, there are doctors, there's latest technology waiting for you to help you. So please make that step, and if you're not, I'm sorry, shame on you.
Yeah,
and we'll take a commercial, we'll come right back.
We are broadcasting live from the Woodlands, Texas to the world. You're listening to the only multimedia FM station in Houston, Texas. Your Fusion Radio. Top 40s, dance, Latin, country, pop, rock and roll. All in one station. Mixing genres and generations. You're listening to KNLY, New Waverly, Texas. 91.1 FM, The Boss.
Do you feel that your energy costs are unnaturally high? Do you want to fortify your building and keep it strong and secure for years to come? Then NRG Spray Foam Insulation is the answer you're looking for. Our unique foam insulation is made to help our customers save in energy, prevent gas, air, and moisture infiltration, as well as helping with general stability in your building structure. Call us at 713-936-3021 or visit us online at nrgfoam.com for more information. NRG Spray Foam. Building green, living green.
This message was from a proud sponsor to KNLY 91.1 FM.
There's a special place in the Woodlands where you can feel comfortable opening your business. We are located at 10210 Grogan's Mill Road. Our building has a unique Vedic architectural design with landscape grounds and lakeside views, on-site management, and maintenance. We also provide free Wi-Fi and the opportunity to promote your business on 91.1 FM The Boss. This wonderful location is near the Woodlands Mall, Market Street, and just minutes from Bush Intercontinental Airport. 10210 Grogan's Mill Road, the only social media building in the Woodlands. Don't delay. Schedule a tour today by calling 713-777-7368.
This message was from a proud sponsor to KNLY 91.1 FM.
For fresh flowers fast, call Barb's Arts Floral at 281-820-2294 with excellent customer service since 1983 for weddings, funeral services, sweet 15s, corporate events, and all occasions. For that special someone you love, barbsartsfloral.com and barbsartsfloralboutique.com. Come on in and pick out of our prestigious gallery at 727 Westmont Houston Road, Houston, Texas 77038. Text 832-466-8414. Barb's Arts Floral delivers fresh flowers fast.
This message was from a proud sponsor to KNLY 91.1 FM.
Okay, welcome back to Today with Cachet. It's Friday, it's Hot Topic, and we're talking all about breast cancer awareness, and go get your screening. We've got the amazing Dr. Diana Hook in the studio this morning, and we have Linda Nelson as well, telling us all about this amazing things that we have going on here in our community. There's no reason we shouldn't be doing it, right? So, we were talking a little bit during commercial about a lot of different things, but, some of the treatment options that happen, maybe, or misconceptions to why people don't want to go, and you want to hit on some of that?
Yeah, sure. So, surgically, I think a lot of people are scared to go because they just assume that they're going to have an old-fashioned mastectomy where we take all the muscle and do all this stuff, and we've gotten pretty eloquent with how we do things. I'm routinely doing nipple sparing and skin sparing mastectomies where you have small incisions and your nipple and skin is completely preserved. Everyone's not a candidate, but a lot of people are. And then as far as the lumpectomies are concerned, if you're just taking the portion of the breast that has cancer, that's now being combined routinely. I did 2 yesterday, where we're doing the lumpectomy and the patient's getting a reduction and a lift at the same time, and insurance will pay for that. So if you've always wanted a reduction or you want a lift and you get cancer, that's the silver lining.
I was going to say, that's the bonus.
Because insurance has to pay for all that, and the patients love it. And I'm blessed at Texas Oncology because I have the medical oncology side of things with Dr. Paula Ryan, who's a breast medical oncologist. She only does breast cancer, and she's a specialist.
She's Harvard trained.
She's got
an incredible background.
Unbelievably smart. And then we just hired a radiation oncologist because we just took over radiation oncology on Memorial Hermann's campus, so that's us now. So the trifecta, the triangle of treating breast cancer, the surgeon, the medical oncologist, and me are all in one building. You can get your chemo there, you can get your labs done there, you come to one office and you can get it all taken care of. And I even have a plastic surgeon who comes to my office on Thursdays to see some of my reconstructive patients as well. So we're a one-stop shop for all intents and purposes.
And our office is on the Memorial Hermann campus.
Correct.
So it's
And
a
what's that location? Do you know the address off the top? Or?
I'm 9180 Pinecroft.
Okay.
So it's just one of the professional buildings
Right
on the
next
campus.
Okay. Perfect.
And so the nice thing is they can walk right over to County B as well. So you're right. It's you don't have to get up and park again.
Park once and go do all the things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to ask a little question because I do like to have a drink or two every now and then, Doctor. How many drinks are too many for me, and how big of a risk factor is drinking for breast cancer, like they say? Okay, I need to know.
Question.
Okay.
Why did you ask that?
Well, because I need to know, Linda.
Oh.
I need to know.
I also enjoy my glass.
I need to know, man.
So we know that alcohol excess does increase your risk for breast cancer, and they say more than 2 to 3 drinks per week actually increases your risk. So
thank you.
Careful there. But how that and all the other risk factors for breast
versus
cancer
the deodorant I put on versus the perfumes I wear.
Correct.
And I think also the eating, right? You do what you can. You eat right, you
Everything
exercise,
in moderation.
and those. I mean, like you said, there's so many. 95% are going to get diagnosed in just being a woman and aging. So in the end, live a life of moderation and a good lifestyle as much as you can.
The news is the better news is that if you look at mortality rates, meaning death rates for breast cancer, between 1989 and now, they've fallen over 40%.
Oh, wow.
If you put all of breast cancer patients, stage 1, which is early teeny tiny little mass, to stage 4, which is things spread, if you put all those patients together, give them the right treatment, 5 years from now, 90% of those patients are still alive and cancer-free.
Okay, then that's it.
Cancer is curable.
If someone wants to schedule an appointment with you, again,
that's me.
Give you a call. 281, is that 296-0365?
Ask for Dr. Hook.
Okay, and Linda, if someone wants to get information about what's going on with you guys.
Just like you were saying, if you want to schedule a mammogram, you can go right online to Memorial Hermann, press schedule a mammogram, and you can see the open spots and do it right then. Very easy.
And last but not least, this needed to be an hour show. So these ladies will be coming back and we will be talking some more, but it's a wrap for today. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. And I know you got to get back. And Linda, thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
Have a great one. October 18th in the pink.
Yeah.
All right. Bye-bye.